Hello, welcome to the Week 1 Power Grip Bible Study on Psalm 38. This week we're doing an overview of the Psalm, which is about David's hope for deliverance. Take a moment to read Psalm 38, pause the video, and come back. Great. Key verses for this Psalm are verses 15 through 18. But for you, O Lord, do I wait. It is you, O Lord, my God, who will answer. For I said, only let them not rejoice over me, who boast against me when my foot slips. For I am ready to fall, and my pain is ever before me. I confess my iniquity. I am sorry for my sin. This psalm is attributed to David. In it, he is pleading for deliverance from physical suffering, as seen in verse 3. He's also suffering, though, due to his own sin, as seen in verse 4. In the heading, it includes the Hebrew word la-kazir. This refers to a cause to remember. The NIV translates it as a petition. La-kazir, used in 1 Chronicles 16:4. I apologize for my pronunciation. Then he, David, appointed some of the Levites as ministers before the ark of the Lord to invoke Laz-kazir, to thank, Li-adot, and to praise, Li-alel, the Lord, the God of Israel. This is considered a psalm of lament. As a reminder, psalms of lament see the sin of this world. The psalmist can feel like the Lord is distant and evil is winning. They direct their appeal to the Lord. They seek deliverance from trouble or distress, but they know the Lord is their only hope for deliverance. A quick outline, verses 1 through 4 is an invocation of the Lord. Verses 5 through 10 talks about David's physical suffering. Verses 11 through 20 talks about David's relational suffering. And then finally, verses 21 through 22 is a final plea for deliverance. Verses 1 through 4, the invocation of the Lord. The Lord both rebukes, which is reproving to set believers back to the right path, and disciplines, which is teaching believers the correct way. The Lord's actions are not to punish, but to teach. Instruction may seem severe, but it is underlined with hope for improvement and deliverance. Anger and wrath are terms regularly used for God's response to human sin. In this context, though, appears more about discipline leading to teaching. Verses 5 through 10, physical suffering. The physical suffering due to personal sin or foolishness was from David. This suffering leads him to repentance. David holds nothing back in his call upon the Lord. The Lord already knows all his longings. Despite his suffering, his pain is not hidden from the Lord. Then verses 11 through 20, his relational suffering. David's friends and companions distance themselves from him. David's opponents see this as an opportunity to take advantage of him. He does not listen to his enemies. He does not respond to his enemies. He waits for the Lord to answer his enemies because he is confident in the Lord's protection. David's dependence on the Lord leads to confession of his sin and results in remorse for his sin. But David's enemies are strong, possibly even stronger than him. And his enemies do not have a reason for their hatred of him. But David responds with evil. They respond with evil even though David is doing good to them. And a final plea of deliverance in verses 21 through 22. David pleads to the Lord. David knows that without the Lord's presence, he will be forsaken. David needs the Lord to help and deliver him. David pleads for the Lord's immediate deliverance. The Lord is David's only hope in his present situation. The Lord is David's only hope also for future salvation. So next week, we're going to look at Jonah's reluctant journey. As reference, I'm using the Gerald Wilson NIV application commentary, Psalm Volume 1, and all Bible passages, unless otherwise noted, are the English Standard Version Bible. Check us out on Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube. Thank you very much, and I hope this was a blessing to you.